Kanjo Danahechone. Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Apache Stealth. Today's story, Wind and Lightning Spirit, as told by the ancestors and now by D'akhenya Montoya. Grandfather Burro looked at the young faces gathered around the fire pit in the forest. "Tell us another story, Grandfather," said the children in unison. "When I wore younger skin like you children," he said, "I sat around the sacred fire and heard the many stories from my elders. The story I want to share with you all is one that touched me at a very young age. When I was born, my grandfather Kwetdaka gave me the name Mahko Ma'ahtala. But when I was 3 years old, the Apache tribe began to call me Burro. Although that is a very interesting story, it is one that will be told much later. Long ago, Ussen, the life-giver, allowed Haasch'eh Etzani, Spider Old Woman, to weave the heavens and Mother Earth. Etendee Chieden, Lightning Spirit, had a quarrel with Inyose Chieden, Wind Spirit. Mother Earth, Rain Spirit, Fire Spirit, and Wind Spirit had to work together in a perfect balance before Ussen the life-giver would send the first people to walk on Mother Earth. The elemental spirits were young at that time and behaved like little children did. They had to learn to get along so the land and the waters could live in harmony. Only then could the green grass and trees become food for the insect, winged, and four-legged people. These people had to live in Haasch'eh, the balance of the spirit within the body and the world around them. Only when they walked in beauty would Ussen allow the two-legged people to come here, it is said. It was taking time for the elemental spirits to learn Haasch'eh and be able to walk in beauty, for they had not yet learned how everything was connected in the multiverse. Etendee had been playing with his sister, Thunder Spirit, when Inyose came blowing by. "You should bow before me," he said to Wind Spirit. "Why should I bow before you?" she asked. Etendee hadn't recognized that she was much wiser, even though they were the same age. "We are the same," said Inyose. "We need each other, and neither of us is better than the other." Etendee became angry, and bolts of lightning flashed across the sky. Some had struck the ground. "I am the only one that does well for Mother Earth," laughed Etendee. "You do not help me. I alone can bring Rain Spirit to rain on Mother Earth." When Etendee said this, he saw how his words had hurt Inyose. "Yes," she agreed, "you are the only one that does well on Mother Earth." Etendee smiled and said, "Good, now bow down before me." "No," said Inyose quickly, "but I will leave you now." Inyose turned and left for the other side of Mother Earth. She found a big cave and hid her face for a time, it is said. Time began to pass as no wind could be felt on the face of Mother Earth. The tranquil air became hot. It dried up the ground so that the green grass and trees began to turn brown. In addition, the watery veins on the face of Mother Earth began to dry up. Etendee was flashing across the sky when he noticed how hot Mother Earth was becoming. He saw everything was turning brown. The water was drying up. "I must call my cousin Rain Spirit," he said. "He needs to send rain to the face of Mother Earth. Only I can call him so Mother Earth won't dry up and die." Etendee called for Rain Spirit, and he came. By now the air was scorching the face of Mother Earth. When Rain Spirit let his water fall from the sky, it dried up before it could touch the ground. Etente'e watched as Rain Spirit tried to make the rain fall on all four directions of Mother Earth, but the air was so still and dry, the rain continued to dry up before it reached the ground. All the green things began to die. The lakes, rivers, and streams stopped flowing into the sea. Suddenly, Etente'e realized how wrong he was. Inyose did have a very important role in the balance of Mother Earth. Etente'e began to feel guilty. He knew he had to find her and apologize, it is said. Etente'e and his sister Thunder Spirit went in search of Inyose. They journeyed to the four directions looking for her, but her face could not be found. He and Thunder Spirit could see that Mother Earth was beginning to die. Etente'e saw a mighty winged bird that lay dead upon the ground. It was too hot for it to walk around. In the time before the two-legged people, the winged nation had not yet been given the power of flight. Etente'e fell to his knees and cried for the loss of the bird. He plucked 4 feathers from her and said a prayer. "Ussen, the life-giver," he said, "I have done wrong. Please help me to make this right. I beg you, let these feathers help me to find Inyose." Etente'e laid them on the ground and watched them quietly. His eyes widened when he saw one of the feathers to the south move slightly. He picked up the feathers and flew southward. Etente'e would stop every so often to place the feathers on the ground to ensure he was heading in the right direction. Finally, after great searching, Etente'e found Inyose hiding her face inside a cave. Thunder Spirit shed happy tears for her brother as he had found Inyose. Etente'e smiled with tears in his eyes at Inyose as she came out from the cave. "You were nowhere to be found on Mother Earth," he said to her, "and that is not good. I was wrong to think you did nothing to help the balance of Mother Earth. I see that I am not greater than you, and you are not greater than me, but we are the same. I beg you, Inyose, please return with me to the face of Mother Earth." Inyose smiled at him. Etente'e added, "Together we will live as one spirit." Inyose was happy and smiled at him and his sister. Thunder Spirit let out a loud cry that could be heard to the 4 directions of Mother Earth. Etente'e spoke again, saying, "To show you how sorry I am, let there be wind blowing before the lightning. Let the thunder announce the coming of the rain." Inyose was now very happy. She let her wind blow across the 4 directions. Mother Earth began to feel the wind as it blew away the hot, stale air. Instantly the air became cooler. Etente'e let his lightning bolts fly across the sky to the 4 directions. Thunder Spirit echoed across the face of Mother Earth as Rain Spirit began to let the female rain fall. There are always 2 kinds of rain, female rain and male rain. Since Mother Earth had been so dry, if male rain fell upon Mother Earth, there would have been a flood. The streams and rivers began to flow again, and the lakes became full. Mother Earth began to transform to green again. Ussen, the life-giver, looked down upon his spirit children and smiled. Haasch'eh was told that it was now time for her to weave the design for the coming of the first 2-legged people, it is said.